Hi everyone, welcome back to my Spotify OC series where I take one song from my Spotify Wrapped 2025 and turn it into a character every week. We're here for character number 30. It is based on Super Mario Galaxy Comet Observatory. The version I listened to over and over on Spotify is by Super Guitar Brothers. Super Mario Galaxy is a video game my sister and I played a ton of on the Wii when it came out. We never beat it. It was a little too tricky for us. We were not video game proficient children. I'm still not video game proficient. I think she's pretty good at them though. I loved Rosalina's Comet Observatory. I loved the little Lumas. I think they're cute. I think it's a little too simple to make a Luma character design, but there were also these things called star bunnies that you could catch. At any rate, I think the song is really pretty. I listen to it a lot. It brings back a lot of nostalgia and good memories. I just want to do something simple and fun for this week. So for Comet Observatory from Super Mario, I'm gonna do a Luma / star bunny. I think the star bunnies in game are kind of ugly, so I'm going to do kind of my own take on them. A little more realistic in terms of like the face and the type of cutesy that I like them to be. There's like a weird Nintendo characters, I can tell they try to be cute in the sense of like early 90s, late 80s, but there's like a cutesiness that took off in the early 2000s that's way more resonant for me and I think most people. Like a refined cuteness. Like how refined sugars took over the food marketplace. That kind of thing. I am going to keep the vests that they wear. They wear a vest kind of like Toad sometimes. I think I was reading on the Wikipedia about them that if they are a Luma that's turned into a star bunny, they don't have a vest, and that's how you can tell. Whoa, girl, put that away. But I don't care. This one can be a Luma also. The ones in the game have like just round ball tails. I think that's a missed opportunity. So I've given this one a spiky star tail. Kind of messed up the paws, but that's okay. Oh yeah, one other reason for making them look a little different than they do in the game is because, as I said earlier, Nintendo is the kindest, most magnanimous IP developer in the world, and they never get mad at people for using the likeness of anything from their video games, ever. And then here's a Luma. I do like the kind of chocolate chip curl at the top of the head for the top point. I think it's really cute. I feel like there are enough vaguely star-shaped things in the world. Like, there's only so many ways you can do a star character. I guess it won't have the star pupils when it's as a Luma, but there it is. I am just gonna go over this with a colored pencil and see how that does. They can be multiple different colors. I'd like this one to be a purple. We're going to do a pale lilac for the part of the ears that's colored and the part of the tail that's colored, and also for the vest, because the vest is supposed to match the ears. This is a bit pinkish, so I'll have to go back in and recolor it. I know literally on last week's video I was like, ugh, I'm not going to put colored pencil over this because it'll look like trash, because it's pencil. That's because I just was tired of looking at what I had made. But it does look kind of like trash, doesn't it? Maybe I'll give it kind of a tan cream color for the rabbit. That's cute and it's nicer to look at than plain white. And then I'll color the star in the eye purple. I wonder if yellow around it would ruin it or would look okay. Would it look kind of creepy? We'll do blue, we'll play it safe. And then earlier I made a big deal about how the vest is supposed to match the color of the ears, and yet I never colored it in. One moment. I have returned with markers. I think the markers will help. I know fine tip makes your work look nicer, but I really love drawing with a thick tip. I will do fine tip for the bunny because it's a bit more detailed. And I hope this isn't bleeding over to the other page because that would be a shame. I've been using a sketchbook that my friend made for me. Like, she literally bound it by hand, and she used Bristol board for the pages, so I was able to do a really nice page that I shared as a community post of farm animals at the county fair with a ton of really heavy marker work, and none of it bled through to the other side. So that was really nice. And now I'm a little bit spoiled. I don't remember where I picked it up, but there's a trick where you just kind of shade out anything on the opposite side of the body from what you're looking at, and I really like that trick. I use it a lot. It makes my work look a lot sharper, I think. There we go. Let's see how the other side went. Not bad. Okay. I'm gonna draw a couple little stars in the space around them. Gotta pad that runtime somehow, fellas. Purple and yellow is a very slept-on color combination. Like, it is a very good one. Also, like royal midnight blue and yellow, like the moons and stars motif that wizards have. Very cute. Okay. This week's artist inspiration is Bison Wears, a merch maker and folk artist based in, I think, the Pacific Northwest. They make felt fish, they make t-shirts, they do like crowdfunded campaigns for designed objects, from bomber jackets to, I think, plushies. Overall, they just have a really cool style, not only to their products, but also to their marketing and how they set up their booths. And I just really admire the amount of work that they put into all of the physical wares that they make. Their design ethos is awesome. I just am really blown away by every new thing I see them make. So that is Bison Wears, and I will link to their Tumblr in the description. I'm happy with how this one turned out. I think that's it for today, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.